Hello, dear students. Now we want to study about the electrophilic substitution reactions. We have seen that there are various electrophilic substitution reactions that benzene undergoes. So let us study about the mechanism of this electrophilic substitution reaction first. Electrophilic substitution reaction takes place in the following steps. We have step one, you can see here. We have step number one. In step number one, my dear students, we uh, study about the generation of electrophile. So let us study how the electrophile is being generated. We can have electrophile bonded with the OH, or we can have the electrophile bonded with the another electrophile group, or we have electrophile that is bonded with the X, where X is your chlorine, fluorine, bromine, iodine, or halogen. So this bond between the electrophile and OH group is being broken and the electron goes on the OH minus and thus we get an electrophile E plus. Same way, my dear students, if there is a heterolytic cleavage between electrophile and electrophile atoms, then we get E plus and E minus. Same way, my dear students, if there is electrophile bonded with the halogen, halogen being more electronegative, makes or takes the electron of the bond and makes E plus and X minus. Please remember, my dear students, that electrophile is generated by the homolytic cleavage that you can see it easily. Now let's move forward and understand the second one, which is known as the formation of the carbocation. So please remember that the carbocation is formed during the electrophilic substitution reaction of benzene. This carbocation formed is known as the aranium ion. So attack of electrophile results in the formation of sigma complex or aranium ion, my dear students, in which one of the carbon is sp3 hybridized. So thus here you can see that we have a benzene ring. On this benzene ring, there is an attack of the electrophile. This electrophile attacks on the carbon, so double bond get broken, and thus the carbon which was sp2 hybridized now turns out to be sp3 hybridized carbon, and thus the two different group, hydrogen as well as the electrophile, they get bonded to this carbon, and that is why the hybridization of this carbon turns out from sp2 to sp3. And here you can see that this sigma complex is formed or aranium ion is formed. The aranium ion which is formed is stable and it is get stabilized by the effect which is known as the resonance. So my dear students, now let us see how this aranium ion is resonance stabilized. You can see here that we have an aranium ion where the positive charge is present on this carbon. The electron of double bond, they move to this carbon and thus the positive charge moves to the another carbon. So let us give number to these carbons, my dear students. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, and this is 6. So here you can see that the charge which was present on the third carbon due to the movement of the double bond, now it shifts to the fifth carbon. Again, when the positive charge is there on the fifth carbon, the electron from the double bond moves towards the carbon with the positive charge, and then the positive charge moves towards the first carbon. So this is how the carbon positive charge moves around the benzene ring, my dear students, and as this positive charge moves around the benzene ring, we get the positive charge located all on the carbons, and thus we get the resonance stabilized aranium ion. This resonance stabilized aranium ion, when it reacts with the negative part that is produced in the first step, so it may either react with the OH minus, my dear students, or it may react with the E minus, or it may react with the X minus. So let me introduce here. It can react with the OH minus. or my dear students, it may react with the E minus, or my dear students, it may even react with the X minus. So my dear students, when it combines with the OH minus, it gives water. When it combines with the E minus, it gives EH. And when it combines with the X minus, it gives HX. So this is how the third step takes place. And the electrophile is being bonded to the benzene ring, and that is how we get the benzene derivatives. So these are the derivatives of benzene. Here we got the derivative of benzene. That means the electrophile is bonded to the benzene ring, and we get the benzene derivatives. So this is how, my dear students, it's quite simple to get the derivatives of benzene where the electrophile is bonded to the benzene. So now we are going to study the various electrophilic substitution reactions in a real form, and we will study how this various electrophilic substitution reaction takes place on the benzene ring. The first thing that we want to study about is known as the nitration, my dear students. So here you can see we have nitration to study about. We have nitration is an electrophilic substitution reactions. In the first step of nitration, generation of electrophile takes place. So for nitration, we use the concentrated sulfuric acid and concentrated nitric acid. Sulfuric acid first undergoes the homolytic cleavage, my dear students, and thus we get H plus and HSO4 minus. This H plus attacks on the nitric acid and first produce protonated nitric acid. This protonated nitric acid undergoes the homolytic cleavage and gives us water and electrophile NO2 plus. This electrophile NO2 plus, when attack on the benzene ring, we get sigma complex or aranium ion. This aranium ion again undergoes the stabilization by the resonance effect, and at last we understand the third step where the removal of proton takes place. So in the first step, whatever the HSO4 minus produced, this HSO4 minus goes and combine with this aranium ion, and this H and HSO4 combined to gives us the H2SO4. Here H2SO4 behaves like a catalyst, my dear students, and we get final product as a nitrobenzene. So this is how, my dear students, we can have nitrobenzene done. Same way, my dear students, if we want to go for halogenation, dear students, halogenation is even possible. In this halogenation process, dear students, in the first step, we have FeCl3 and Cl2. Here our Cl and Cl undergoes the homolytic cleavage. So when the Cl and Cl undergoes the homolytic cleavage, it produces a Cl plus and Cl minus. This Cl minus combined with FeCl3 to gives us FeCl4 minus. Instead of FeCl3, my dear students, if we use AlCl3, please remember that AlCl3 even react with the Cl2 and gives us the AlCl4 minus and Cl plus. So here we are studying the chlorination. Even if we are studying the bromination, here FeBr3 will react with Br2 to gives us FeBr4 minus and Br plus, or AlCl3 react with Br2 and we will get AlCl3Br minus and Br plus. So this is how we can understand it. Then, my dear students, this Cl plus or electrophile which is obtained in the first step attacks on the benzene ring. It forms the sigma complex or aranium ion. Same way, this aranium ion is stabilized by the resonance, and due to the resonance, my dear students, we got the stable sigma complex or rhenium ion. And in the first step, we have got this AlCl3 or AlCl4 minus or FeCl4 minus. This AlCl4 minus or FeCl4 minus, they react with the resonance stabilized rhenium ion and produces the chlorobenzene, and H plus that combines with the FeCl4 minus, it gives us HCl and we get FeCl3, or H plus when it combines with AlCl4 minus, it gives us the AlCl3 and HCl. So my dear students, this is how the halogenation takes place. The next type of reaction that we can understand is about the sulfonation, my dear students. During the process of sulfonation, you can see that generation of electrophile takes place. So here for sulfonation, we use the H2S2O7, which is known as the oleum. You can see I have drawn the structure of H2S2O7. This H2S2O7 undergoes the electrolytic cleavage and we get SO3H plus and HSO4 minus. This SO3H plus behaves as an electrophile, my dear students, and as it behaves as an electrophile, it attacks on the benzene ring. As this HSO3 plus attacks on the benzene ring, we get sigma complex or rhenium ion. This sigma complex or rhenium ion is resonance stable, and due to this stability or due to this resonance stability, my dear students, our sigma complex is stabilized. This stabilized sigma complex or rhenium ion undergoes the reaction with the HSO4 minus, my dear students. This HSO4 is produced here in this step. You can see that we have an HSO4 minus produced in the first step. This HSO4 minus, when it combines with the this HSO4 minus, when it combines with the rhenium ion, dear student, this is HSO4 minus. This HSO4 minus combined with the H plus. So again, we can write it this way: H plus and HSO4 minus. This H plus and HSO4 minus combine with each other and gives us the H2SO4. Please remember that we are going to get H2SO4 back from the oleum. We get H2SO4 produced. So this is how, my dear students, we understand the sulfonation. You can see that here we get the product as a benzene sulfonic acid. So this is how, my dear student, we study about sulfonation. Then we have the next process, which is known as the Fiedel-Crafts alkylation. Please remember, when we do the alkylation, the alkyl group is being bonded to the benzene ring. So first, this formation or generation of the electrolyte takes place. Due to the generation of the electrolyte, my dear students, we have CH3Cl and AlCl3. This CH3Cl bond is being broken, and due to the homolytic cleavage, we get Cl minus. This Cl minus combined with AlCl3 to gives us AlCl4 minus, and we get CH3 plus. This CH3 plus behaves as an electrophile. This CH3 plus attacks on the benzene ring, my dear students. Here you can see that this CH3 plus attacks on the benzene ring, and thus the sp3 hybridized carbon is produced into the benzene ring. That is what we call it as a sigma complex or rhenium ion. This sigma complex or rhenium ion is resonance stable, and thus we get the resonance stable sigma complex or rhenium ion. That sigma complex or rhenium ion, when it reacts with AlCl4 minus, it produces here this H plus is being produced. AlCl4 minus turns out to be AlCl3 and Cl minus. This Cl minus combined with hydrogen to gives us HCl, and we get the methyl benzene. Here we have the methyl group present. Instead of E, we can write it here CH3, and thus this CH3 or methyl group, which is produced or which is bonded to the benzene ring, and this is how we understand about the production of methyl benzene or toluene in this particular case. Now, my dear students, we have last mechanism to understand about the electrophilic substitution reaction. That is what it is known as the Friedel-Crafts acylation. Here, by mistake, I have written alkylation. It is actually known as the Friedel-Crafts acylation. Please remember, it is Friedel-Crafts acylation. This is how we can write it as an acylation. So here we have Friedel-Crafts acylation. You can see that. So when this Friedel-Crafts acylation takes place, the same way the mechanism we can explain that during the Friedel-Crafts acylation we have CH3, COCl and AlCl3. My dear students, both the bond of this carbon, both the electron of this bond go to Cl, so Cl becomes Cl minus. This Cl minus reacts with AlCl3 to produce AlCl4 minus, and we have CH3CO plus as an electrophile. This COCH3 plus attacks on the benzene ring to gives us the sigma complex or aranium ion. We are well aware that in sigma complex or aranium ion, one carbon is sp3 hybridized. This sp3 hybridized sigma complex or aranium ion is stabilized by the resonance, and thus you can see that resonance stabilized carbon, resonance stabilized aranium ion undergoes the stability, and thus the stable resonance stable aranium ion, when it reacts with AlCl4 minus, which was produced in the first step. You can see here this AlCl4 minus, which was produced in the first step, it reacts with the uh, uh, resonance stable aranium ion and produces acetophenone. Please remember that the IUPAC name of this acetophenone is 1-phenyl ethane 1-on. Apart from that, when this AlCl4 undergoes the reaction with H plus, my dear students, we get HCl and AlCl3. So thus HCl and AlCl3 are also produced. So now, my dear students, I hope that you have understood everything about the electrophilic substitution reaction. We have seen the various substitution reaction. We have seen the various substitution reaction with their mechanism. You should know that we have the various substitution reaction that takes place on benzene, and these various substitution reaction that we have seen were the nitration, sulfonation, halogenation, Friedel-Crafts alkylation, and Friedel-Crafts acylation. We have even seen, my dear students, that in nitration we have got NO2 plus as a electrophile. In chlorination we have got Cl plus. In sulfonation we have got SO3H plus. In Friedel-Crafts alkylation we have got electrophile CH3 plus, and Friedel-Crafts acylation we have got CH3CO plus as an electrophile. You can see that for nitration we use the reagent concentrated HNO3 and H2SO4. For halogenation we can use FeX3/X2. That means we can use FeCl3/Cl2 or FeBr3/Br2, or even we can use AlCl3/Cl2. Same way for sulfonation, my dear students, we use H2S2O7, which is also known as oleum or fuming sulfuric acid. For Friedel-Crafts alkylation, we use anhydrous AlCl3 and RCl. RCl may be CH3Cl or C2H5Cl, whatever the group we want to add. If we use CH3Cl, we will get CH3 plus as an electrophile. But if we use C2H5Cl, my dear students, we will have the electrophile, that is C2H5 plus electrophile will be generated in case of the we want to produce the ethyl benzene. Same way, my dear students, if Friedel-Crafts acylation takes place, anhydrous AlCl3 reacts with the RCOCl, which is known as the CH3COCl, and the carbocation produces CH3CO plus, and finally we can have the reaction which is known as the Friedel-Crafts acylation. So this is how, my dear students, we understand the various reactions that takes place, various electrophilic substitution reactions. I hope, my dear students, you have enjoyed your studies. Wish you happy learning.